G'day all, thought I would do a quick 5-minute video on what I found interesting and takeaways that you can apply for your e-commerce store from the recent 2024 Australian Shopify report that was released only about a week ago. So I'll go through these slides in a bit more detail and show you exactly what they mean to me and takeaways that you can have for your business. Firstly, who am I? I'm Ryan Martin, founder of Remarkable Digital. We're an e-commerce SEO agency based in Melbourne, clients Australia-wide. I also host the one of the best e-commerce podcasts. I call it the best eCommerce Australia podcast. So we've done 65 episodes now. You can check that out on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, YouTube, wherever you want to listen to your podcast. Audio or video versions, they're all around. My overall takeaways after reading the report come down to 4 key areas though: efficiency, loyalty, unification, and personalization. If we keep these 4 subjects or topics in mind, or buzzwords, let's call them, they'll really help us in the back half of 2024 to remain profitable as we go into Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Singles Day, Christmas, all that sort of stuff. So the first takeaway you can see here on the screen is value is the name of the game. So what is value? Value can be in the form of quality products. That's great value. Having a great product which is built to last is the ideal, perfect idea of value. It also ties in nicely to sustainability. Rather than buying low quality items, value can mean good quality products that are sustainable. And as sustainability and being eco-friendly becomes more and more of important to the next generation of consumers, value also takes on that lens of being sustainable. Value can also be content related too. So you might have a product that's many other people are selling that same product. How can you create value through your content, whether that's how to look after your product, how to use your product, how to care for your product, other things you can do for it. So value is the name of the game. That's takeaway number 1. Takeaway 2, as you can see here, around a third of Australian shoppers are looking for quality that lasts, while 23% still treat themselves every month or so. I like this takeaway as sometimes it can be tempting, and I'm guilty of it myself, of falling into the narrative that the economy's hard, things are tight, people are struggling, no one's going to pay. It's really easy to fall into that narrative. But as we can see here, we can still see that 23% still treat themselves every month or so. That's outside of necessities, depending on the product and the category that you're in. People usually find a way to purchase something if they want it or they need it. We buy with emotion and justify with logic, not the other way around. Maybe it takes them a bit longer. Maybe we need a few more touch points. Maybe we need more content. They say it's between 7 and 22 touch points from someone who's never seen your brand or your product to then purchase. So maybe it just takes a little bit longer, but it's worth the effort. If we've marketed the product well, if we've lessened the risk by having a really clear and strong returns policy, by having good social proof, good reviews, good images, people can see the product there. We're trying to lessen the amount of risk for them to purchase. If we do that, then we can still make some really good profits in the back half of 2024. Takeaway 3, acquisition versus retention. I love this one. The cost to acquire a new customer is as high as it's ever been, and it will only continue to be that way. The cost to acquire a new customer whilst not focusing on retention is fatal. Fatal to your business, fatal to your profit. It costs up to 4 times higher to acquire a new customer than it does to get someone who's already purchased your product to purchase again. That is why, again, if we get back to those 4 words that I mentioned at the start of this presentation: efficiency, loyalty, unification, and personalization. It's why they're so important. We spend a lot of money, marketing and ad spend, to get that new customer, and then we stop communicating to them. That is why it's fatal. But get excited, because you're leaving so much money on the table if you do not have a really solid system to continue to talk to your customers after they've purchased. Pretty much after they've purchased, that's when the relationship starts with your brand, not beforehand. We need to keep that in mind. And a stat that really hits home on one of the podcasts I did with a CDP provider called Lexa, Nick Hinesley, and he said that he found that Lexa found through their data was that if a customer buys off you a second time, they are 9 times more likely to be a customer for life. So we need to really focus on getting that new customer, then talking to them, making sure that they're really happy with the product, getting them back to purchase something else a second time. Once we do that, they're 9 times more likely to be a lifetime value customer, which is what we're all in business for, really, is to help people over the lifetime. Takeaway 4, free shipping and free returns. We must have these options. 60% of shoppers listed free shipping as a massive indicator of whether they would purchase from your e-commerce store or not, and 47% wanted free returns. So when we say free shipping, that doesn't mean that they're going to go with free shipping, and it means that they want the option. Customers are well and truly ingrained now, and we've conditioned them that they have to. We know that they have to pay if they want express post. I think most people, let's say most people, are reasonable when it comes to shipping. If they want it fast, they have to pay for it, but they still do need a free shipping option for the standard shipping or snail shipping, whatever you want to call that. So the other part to that is that 47% wanted free returns. So what this means is, I touched about on the previous slide, they want to really, we're trying to mirror the in-store experience with the online, the e-commerce experience. Free returns just means that it lessens the amount of risk. Now, takeaway 5, new product discovery. So 51% discover new products through word of mouth, friends, family, workmates, colleagues, and 34% find it from the brand's from their website. So they've been marketed to and they've landed on their website. It's why post-purchase journeys are so important and why retention is king, because word of mouth is still your best marketing channel, and the better you can nurture that customer once they've purchased, the better you can talk to them, the better you understand them, the better, the bigger increase you're going to get in that word of mouth marketing. So that's my 5 takeaways from the Australian Shopify report. Hope that generated some thoughts and some topics for discussion, some reflections on your own e-commerce store. I'll recap the first points. We need to be efficient with our marketing spend. We need to really concentrate on loyalty to help that efficiency. We need unification, so we want to ensure that that the customer that inquires online or on the live chat and comes into your physical location, that it's all unified, you have the same set of data to best help them. And personalization is key as well. So the better segmentation you have, the more you know about the customer, the more personalized the message you can send to them, the more likely they are to become a brand advocate and a loyal customer for life. Cheers.